Very good morning, students. We are again with our grammar section in tense. As you know that in the last class we covered table number 3 up to future perfect tense, and now it's time to start the point number 4 of the same tense, future perfect continuous tense. Let's have a point again. से रहा होगा, से रही होगी, से रहे होंगे. Helping verbs are will and shall, and the main verb is first form plus ing. We'll use helping verbs are will and shall plus have been. Okay, will have been and shall have been. We shall use shall have been with ing. And with he, she, it. We'll use will have been. Okay, and here we have, you know that, here we have the point column number 4. It is basically our adverb. Just mention adverb there. Adverbs are since and for. Adverbs are since and for. So students, it's all about your point number 4 of future perfect continuous tense that was left in our last class. Future perfect continuous tense. Future perfect continuous tense. Its पहचान is से रहा होगा, से रही होगी, से रहे होंगे, and we'll use will have been and shall have been as the helping verbs of the same tense. The main verb is first form plus ing. We'll use shall have been with ing, and we'll use will have been with he, she, it, and you, they. Is that clear, students? It's all about your point number 4. As far as the matter of your adverb is concerned, we'll use since and for. Okay. So let's have your tense one by one. But before it, I would like to say to all of you that we will not have structure of these tense at all, because already we learnt about it, and we have learnt about it a lot how to write structure. Just your subject, helping verb, main verb, object, and adverb. And adverbs, you know that very well. Just go through with the table. You will find out easily the adverbs there. So let's have structure. आपको खुद ही बनाना है. If you have any difficulty in writing structure, then you can ask me on my personal WhatsApp number. Let's do the example of future tense one by one. Future indefinite tense. Example number 1. I shall fight against this social system. I shall fight against this social system forever. Shall plus first form. She will not stand before the director, sir. Tomorrow. Will plus first form and not. Will Akash water the plants in his own garden? Will Akash water the plants in his own garden next morning? Example number 4. Shall we not ask anything about our doubts? Next week. Okay, so here I use shall before your subject plus your first form. Okay, it's your affirmative sentence, negative one, interrogative, and interrogative negative sentence. Note shalln't I, okay, ask. Shall not I ask, basically it's a wrong way to write a sentence. Shalln't I ask is also wrong way to write a sentence. Shan't I ask is the right way. Won't he ask is also a right way. It means that in short form we will not write shalln't and willn't at all. The negative form of these two helping verbs will be like it shan't and won't. Is that clear, students? If you are writing your sentence in negative form like shall not I ask, shall not I ask is a wrong way to write, because not basically in full form you just after your subject. And if you are writing like shan't I ask, this way we cannot write down like shan't, shall not, and shall will not. We can write down like shall not, shalln't, willn't. इस तरह से नहीं लिखेंगे हम लोग. We'll write the right way to like in this way like shan't and won't. The negative form or the negative version of shalln't or willn't is shan't and won't, not shalln't and willn't. Is that clear? If you're writing the sentence in a negative form, you should use like shall, shalln't. You should not use like shalln't. Okay? The negative will be shan't and won't. Is that clear? The negative will be shan't and won't. Shan't and won't. It will not be shalln't and willn't or shall or like shall not and will not in negative in interrogative sentences. Is that clear? So let's have your interrogative one. WH sentences. Example number 1. Where she will play football tomorrow. So she plays, she have used before your helping verb. Where will she, basically the helping verb should be before your subject. Where will she play? Because I mentioned you that will use helping verb before subject in interrogative sentences. So that's why the will should come before your subject. Okay. Example number second one. Why shall we not buy these things from the market? Next morning. So students, is all about your basically your future indefinite tense, but don't forget that we'll use helping verb before your subject in interrogative sentences like I mentioned before there. Okay, it's a important thing to write WH sentences. Okay, so let's have the translation of these example one by one. Example number 1 of future indefinite tenses. I shall fight against this social system forever. I shall fight against this social system forever. कि मैं सामाजिक व्यवस्था के अगेंस्ट जो है खिलाफ हमेशा फाइट करूँगा. I shall fight against this social system forever. Don't forget that without object your sentence is right. Like I shall fight against. Against is a preposition here. This social system. I shall fight against this social system forever. So basically in this sentence you can see that preposition is used. Basically this we have here is determination. Okay, social system basically is your noun. We can say that the forever is adverb. So there is no object in this sentence. So I shall fight against this social system forever. मैं इस सामाजिक व्यवस्था के खिलाफ हमेशा संघर्ष करूँगा. Example number 2 is she will not stand before the director sir tomorrow. कि वह कल जो है डायरेक्टर सर के समक्ष जो है stand mean to से खड़े होना कल वह डायरेक्टर के कल वह जो है she will not stand before the director sir tomorrow कि कल वह जो है डायरेक्टर सर के सामने खड़ी नहीं होगी. तो before I have used again preposition. The director basically is a noun here, and sir, you know that variable is basically used for the male sir and for female madam. Tomorrow is an adverb. The example is of your negative sentence, and I use shall, I use will, we with she. It's a she, you know that very well. It's a third person. With third person we use will, and if there is a case of I and we will use shall. Example number 3, like will Akash water the plants? Water basically is a noun, but it is used also as a verb, water. I shall water the plants. So will Akash, I have used helping verb before your subject. Will Akash water the plants in his own garden next morning? कि आकाश जो है अपने ही गार्डन में नेक्स्ट मॉर्निंग अगली सुबह जो है वो पौधों को पानी देगा. Next example number 4 is shall we not ask anything. Shall we not ask? क्या हम नहीं पूछेंगे? क्या हम कुछ नहीं पूछेंगे? Anything. Shall we not ask anything about our doubts next week? क्या अगले सप्ताह हम अपने संदेहों के बारे में, again we have preposition, अपने संदेहों के बारे में कुछ भी नहीं पूछेंगे. Is it clear? The example basically of your negative interrogative sentence, you know that very well. So these examples are of affirmative, negative, interrogative and negative interrogative sentence. In WH word, just add your WH word and you will find your examples will your WH word. See that? Just remove or just leave your WH word here and the sentence will be of your interrogative sentence like where will she play? Where will she play football tomorrow? कि वह कल जो फुटबॉल कहाँ पर खेलेगी? Why shall we not buy these things from the market next morning? कि कल सुबह जो है, अगली सुबह जो है, हम इन चीज़ों को जो है मार्केट से क्यों नहीं खरीदेंगे? क्यों नहीं खरीदेंगे? खरीदेंगे shall यहाँ पर है and will and shall is symbol of future tense गागेगी. Is it clear? If there is a question or basically some more example, you can write down some more example with the help of helping verbs like will and shall and main verb is first form. Main verb is first form. It's all about the future indefinite tense. So let's set some more example of future continuous one. Let's have some more example of future continuous tense. Some more of future continuous one, number second. Future continuous tense. And the helping verbs of future continuous tense is, it is will be and shall be, and the main verb is first form plus ing. Is that clear, students? And as far as the matter of your adverbs are concerned, just go through the table number 3rd. Everything is mentioned there, and we'll use shall be with INV, and we shall use will be with he, she, it, and you, they. The same thing I have mentioned table number 3rd. Let's have examples one by one. But before it, you know that, what do you mean by future continuous tense? Exactly a tense or an action, okay, a tense or an action which is which will be continued in future. A tense or an action which will be continued in future. जो future में continued होगा, तो future में लगातार चलता रहेगा एक particular time से किसी time के द्वारा, तो वो फिलहाल future continuous tense में होगा. Is that clear? An action that will be continued in future is known as future continuous tense. So let's have, and the helping verbs are will be and shall be. The main verb is first form plus ing. Let's have example number 1. I shall be studying in 11th class I shall be studying in 11th class next year. I shall be studying in 11th class next year. He will not be. He will not be painting that picture. He will not be painting that picture at this moment. At this moment, tomorrow. As I told you before that in last classes, students, that if we want to make differentiation in future indefinite and future continuous tense, that there should be particular adverb that by which we can know that very well. For example, I shall be studying in 11th class next year. अगली साल मैं 11th class में पढ़ रहा हूँगा. The given example is absolutely right as or on behalf of the grammatical norms. ये grammatical norms के हिसाब से example आपका पूरा सही है. But don't forget that in board examination, in board examination, you cannot find out differentiation in future indefinite one and future continuous tense without a particular adverb. So that's why you have to mention here at this time. At this time. Okay. So that you can easily make differentiation in future indefinite one and future continuous tense. I shall be studying in 11th class at this time next year. अगले साल जो है मैं इस समय 11th class में पढ़ रहा होऊंगा. Is basically about your future continuous tense. If there is a question of blank, then we should know that we have to add at this time, at this moment before the adverbs of future indefinite one. If there is a question of article, paragraph writing, you can write your sentence without at this time, at this moment, easily there is no problem. But to know the differentiation in future indefinite one and future continuous, we should know basically the basic adverb behind to know the right answer. Okay. So let's have example number 3. Will she be teaching chemistry? Will she be teaching chemistry in Tagore Public School? Will she be teaching chemistry in Tagore Public School at this time? Don't forget that even without objects, your answer is right. In examples, we can find some adjectives or some complements, but the sentence will be right. Exactly, if you are not having object in your sentence, but the sentence has the full sense of the given tense, it means that the example, okay, is right. Let's have. Will she be teaching chemistry in Tagore Public School at this time next year? Okay. Example number 4. Shall I not be bluffing the field? Shall I not be bluffing the field at this moment? Tomorrow noon. Okay. And the negative of shall and like shalln't नहीं होगा, इसका shan't होगा. Okay. और willn't में क्या होगा? It will be won't. Is it clear? Shalln't, wrong answer, and willn't will be also wrong answer. The right will be shalln't and won't. Okay. WH word, here you have your helping verb with the main verb first plus ing, helping verb, and your be plus first plus ing. Okay. Next your helping verb, then we have be plus first plus ing. WH word sentence. Why shall we be learning the German language at this time? next month, next, how will they be, how will they be preparing for the NEET exam at this moment next year. So students, it's about basically future continuous tense. As you know that the main verb, the helping verbs are shall be and will be, and the main verb is first one plus ing. Just to use this helping verb main verb as per the given structure. You know that we learnt about the structure. खुद लिखना है सभी को, अपने आप करना. If you have any doubt, you can ask me on a personal WhatsApp number. There is no problem. Okay, we are in a group. There is no, it's not a matter of discussion at all. Affirmative sentence, negative one, we shall be teaching. यहाँ पर example is of interrogative one. I have used your helping verb before subject and be plus first one plus ing. Next I have negative interrogative, then I have WH word sentence. Okay, it's all about your future continuous tense students, but don't forget that the negative of shall not and shalln't will be of shan't, and the negative of will not and willn't will be of won't. इज क्लियर? ये थोड़ा ध्यान रखना. ये फ्यूचर इंडेफिनिट टेंस में होता है, ये फ्यूचर टेंस में विल और शैल के साथ ही होता है. बाकी प्रेजेंट और पास्ट टेंस में ऐसा नहीं होता है. वहाँ पे आर नॉट का आरंट हो जाता है, एंड लाइक एम नॉट का एमंट, इज नॉट का इजंट, हैज़ नॉट का हैजेंट, हैव नॉट का हैवंट. तो वहाँ पे हैड नॉट का हैडेंट, तो वहाँ तो पॉसिबल है, लेकिन यहाँ पे शैल नॉट का शैलेंट पॉसिबल नहीं. यहाँ पे शैल नॉट का शैंट होगा और विल नॉट का विलेंट नहीं होगा, वॉन्ट होगा. इज क्लियर? ये थोड़ा ध्यान रखना, बाकी सब ठीक है. Example number first again is of your affirmative sentence in future continuous tense. I have told you that basically an action that will be continued in future is known as future continuous tense. एक ऐसा action जो future में continued होगा, चल रहा होगा, वो future continuous tense में count होगा. Example number first is I shall be studying in 11th class. I shall be studying in 11th class next year. Without at this time, the given example is grammatically right, but in board examination the examples are asked basically of future indefinite and future continuous tense. तो board examination में जो indefinite और continuous के example पूछे जाते हैं, तो हमें पता होना चाहिए कि दोनों में difference कैसे करें. So by adding at this time, at this moment, we can know that the adverb, the examples are of future continuous tense. और बिना at this time, at this moment के tomorrow, tomorrow morning, next week के साथ example कौन से होगा हमारा future indefinite का. तो ये मैंने टेबल में लिखवाई दिया आप सभी को. I shall be studying in 11th class at this time next year. If you are studying in 10th class right now, so you can say that I shall be studying in 11th class at this time next year. अगले साल में इस समय 11th class में पढ़ रहा होगा. The given example is of your future continuous tense. Just use your shall be plus first plus ing, then your adverb, और अगर object है तो ठीक है, वरना without object your answer can be right. You may have your complements, you may have your adjectives, you may have the prepositional phrase, you may have the phrases. It's possible in the sentence. Okay, he will not be painting that picture at this moment tomorrow. At this moment tomorrow he will not be painting. मैं पेंटिंग नहीं कर रहा होगा. किस चीज़ को? that picture, उस पिक्चर को. Okay, that picture, it's exactly that picture is object here, pure object है यहाँ पे. He will not be painting that picture. Painting what? So when we ask a question of what from the main verb, your answer will be of object. जब main verb से आप सवाल पूछेंगे what, ये क्या, तो answer is what is that picture. That picture is an object. So he will not be painting that picture at this moment tomorrow. कि इस क्षण जो है, इस moment जो है, कल वह उस picture को paint नहीं कर रहा होगा. Paint means colored करना, paint करना. तो the given example is of a negative, not mention किया. Your subject you have, your object you have, your main verb plus first one plus ing have. be लगाना है साथ में आपको, because will plus first one plus ing नहीं करना है. will be और shall be plus first one plus ing आपको mention करना है, because the helping verbs in this tense is will be and shall be, not will and first one plus ing directly. Okay, not only will and shall. It is used in future indefinite one. Interrogative में don't forget that, ये बहुत important है. लिखते समय गलती कई बार हो जाती है, बट वी शुड यूज द हेल्पिंग वर्ब बिफोर द सब्जेक्ट्स. कि सब्जेक्ट से पहले हमें हेल्पिंग लगाना है यहाँ पे. तो वी शैल will she be teaching chemistry in Tagore Public School at this time next year? क्या इस समय अगले साल जो है वो टैगोर पब्लिक स्कूल में केमिस्ट्री पढ़ा रही होगी, केमिस्ट्री पढ़ा रही होगी. Will she be teaching chemistry? Will she be teaching chemistry? Will she be teaching chemistry in Tagore Public School at this time next year? क्या वह टैगोर पब्लिक स्कूल में इस समय अगले साल जो है केमिस्ट्री पढ़ा रही होगी. Is that clear? The given example is your interrogative sentence, and the next I have mentioned not here. Shall I not be ploughing the field at this moment tomorrow noon? क्या मैं tomorrow noon इस समय at this moment इस क्षण, क्या मैं इस क्षण tomorrow noon मतलब कल दोपहर में इस क्षण shall I not be ploughing the field? field को जो है plough नहीं कर रहा होगा मतलब जोत नहीं रहा होगा. क्या मैं कल दोपहर में इस क्षण जो है खेत को नहीं जोत रहा होगा. The example is of your interrogative negative one. Then you have your WS word sentences. It's easy one. Add your WS word before your third and fourth example. You will have your WS word easily. Okay. Why shall we be learning the German language at this time next month? कि at this time next one इस समय अगले माह जो है हम जर्मन लैंग्वेज क्यों सीख रहे होंगे. द वाई मीनिंग से क्यों, shall be plus first plus ing कंडीशन पूरी हो गई हमारी. सब्जेक्ट वी हैव, द जर्मन लैंग्वेज वी हैव इज बेसिकली इज ऑब्जेक्ट. लर्निंग व्हाट, द जर्मन लैंग्वेज. द जर्मन लैंग्वेज एट दिस टाइम नेक्स्ट मंथ कि अगले महीने जो है at this time इस समय अगले महीने हम जर्मन लैंग्वेज क्यों सीख रहे होंगे. क्यों, क्या रीज़न है उसके पीछे, क्यों सीख रहे होंगे. हाउ विल दे, बिकॉज ये पहले यूज होगा आपका हेल्पिंग वर्ब. How will they be preparing for the NEET exam at this month next year? How will they be preparing for the NEET exam at this month next year? Next year अगले साल जो है NEET exam के लिए किस प्रकार से तैयारी कर रहे होंगे. If you want to have your example negative, then you can mention your like how will they, not here. If you want to write a negative sentence, you can mention not here. Why shall we, why shall not be, why shall not be, you can mention not here. Okay, the not will be used your be before be, don't forget that. be के बाद not मत लगाना, be से पहले not आएगा. Like why shall we not, या why shan't we, why shan't, not shalln't. Okay, why shan't we learning the German language at this time next month. You can ask your not, or you can write down the direct not in NT form. Not in NT like that in shalln't, it should be shan't. Not in willn't, not in NT like willn't, it will be won't. It will be won't. That's it. It's all about your future continuous tense students. We'll have the next in our next class. Thank you.